In team therapy, we have a lot of methods available to help patients to defeat their negative thoughts. Within many of our role-playing techniques, we like to teach our patients both the self-defense paradigm and the acceptance paradox. These are two seemingly opposed methods for talking back to negative thoughts, and yet they can also be integrated really well to create a meaningful response. So let's start with self-defense. Let's imagine that your patient says to himself, "You're not good enough." So if we were to use self-defense, the patient would be talking back to that thought, saying things like, that's not true. I'm actually pretty good at a number of things. People tell me that I'm an excellent karate instructor, I'm a really good dad, and I'm really helpful to the people when I volunteer. So the self-defense paradigm is when you really generate, kind of put up your dukes and put a fight up to the negative thoughts. You generate strong kind of alternative response. In contrast, we have the acceptance paradox, which is quite the opposite. It's when we actually find a way to sort of disarm or agree with the critic. So if the patient were to say, "You're not good enough," acceptance paradox, you would say something like, "You're right. There are a lot of ways in which I could improve. In fact, I have a list of things that are wrong with me, and I'm working on them every single day." The idea here is that I'm not crawling into a hole and saying, "You're right, I really am an awful, awful person." But I'm saying, yes, there's truth to the fact that there are a number of things wrong with me, and that's okay. And sometimes it's helpful to teach your patient to integrate the two, where he might say something like, "It's true, I do have a number of flaws, and there are a lot of ways in which I could improve. And at the same time, people tell me that I'm an excellent karate instructor. My kids seem to think I'm a great dad, and whenever I help at the old age home, people really appreciate me and telling me that I'm a good guy."